over 400 wildfires, primarily west of the Mississippi. But if you look at this map here, of just the United States, it's a bit overwhelming. Our friends up in Canada are dealing with the same thing. The red circles and the purple circles you see are wildfires that are out of control. I believe it was yesterday or today, it was a 97-degree afternoon high over in Tokyo. This is Rome, okay, over in Rome. 96 degrees tomorrow over in Rome for the afternoon high. That's almost 10 degrees above the average. 17 heat records broken over in Japan just in the last few days. They set records in the month of June and July. But this is a global phenomenon. We've actually got wildfires up in Iceland. It's as if the whole earth is burning somewhere. Look at all the wildfire activity by the Grand Canyon. Wildfires in Pennsylvania, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, you name it, there's wildfires. Down in Florida, of all places. They do get wildfires from time to time. I lived in Florida, I actually saw a few here and there. Some of those could be controlled burns, but as you can see, all across Cuba, all across northern South America, all across Brazil, look at South America. The vast majority of South America is dealing with wildfires. Wait till you see Africa. Look at this. Wow, unbelievable. Up in Finland, Norway, Belgium, the Netherlands, France, Portugal, Spain. There has been unusual earthquake activity in northern New Jersey. There was a swarm 10 days ago that we were following right here in north central New Jersey. Now, in the last 72 hours, there have been 2 earthquakes closer to New York. Earthquake activity in the New Jersey, New York area. I mean, guys, honestly, I can remember a time when there was never an earthquake in that part of the world, ever.
In Europe, the high temperatures aren't normal at this time of the year. Weather experts say they're usually in July and August, these temperatures, but here they are at the end of June now in Madrid and especially in Seville in the southern part of Spain, where the temperature on Monday is supposed to get to 41 degrees Celsius or 106 degrees Fahrenheit. Next door to the west in Portugal, Lisbon, same story, up in the 40s or more than 100, and heat alerts across the country. In Greece, there was a big wildfire just before the weekend near Athens, near the Temple of Poseidon, that prompted evacuations. In Italy, Rome, Milan, Naples, on heat alerts, and the region of Tuscany thinking of limiting people from working outdoors in the hottest part of the day. And in England, the Wimbledon tennis tournament is due to start on Monday with the highest temperatures in its history.
We have just had a 8.7 mega-quake right off of the Kamchatka Peninsula. There's been a whole bunch of earthquake activity here going back to about the 20th or so. So in less than 10 days, there has been just a flurry of earthquakes. And today we had the magnitude 8.7 mega-quake.
Never ever has any man's disbelief ever stopped or halted the operations of the universe. Your disbelief doesn't and will never override the source of all things. What is man to the all? I would even venture to say that man's mind can't even conceptualize this source, the Ein Sof, this existence, this motion that became light. Your disbelief will never supersede the will of the all, the one who has employed all the architects, all the cosmic orders of the universe, these cosmic intelligences, netters or gods, some we call angels, but they are all subject to the one God, the Most High God. But on the other hand, your disbelief and lack of understanding of the fixed laws of the universe versus the coarse, dark, infernal orders who play the role of severity for those of us who are in opposition to law, your ignorance and lack of understanding of them will surely put out the source of your flame. In every cycle, there's at least one who says he has to see spiritual things before he believes. Here we have the created in his own corrupted mind setting the requirements for the creator. A fool is he. Instead, he should ask himself, what is there left to believe in a thing or the existence of a thing if it's right there before my eyes? Where is the test? Because seeing is knowing, not belief. Greater societies have fallen because of disbelief. Even giants turned into stone. Today we can still see the frightful expression, fear leaving the mouths wide open on the faces of these men, or giant men, now turned into stone we think to be mountains. Why does the universe seem to require man to have faith and belief in all things, internal, external, spiritual and corporal? But man only uses this belief in corporal things, in the hope of acquiring physical things, gain. For him there is no value in spiritual things, or belief, because the reward is not immediate, which is true, but it is everlasting. Those educated in man's laws and sciences are completely uneducated in God's fixed truths and laws. They never think to contemplate and use the power that separates man from beast. Reason. The beast of the man, the lowest region, the unwanted parts, the dross in alchemy, the part of man that cannot be fixed in fire. It is easily corrupted and retreat once it is set in the flames. The requirement for man at bare minimum is faith, then belief, loving God and your neighbor. Finally, for the greater souls among us, that faith combined with knowledge becomes belief, which evolves and leads us to actually knowing a thing, or knowing a thing exists. You came into this system knowing nothing, memory wiped. How can you die in the same state? No progression of the spirit, no motion. The current of knowledge must be ever flowing. Like everything else in the universe, anything motionless is dead. It doesn't matter. The fountain could be made of the purest gold. If the water is not circulating in it, if the water is still and doesn't move, it will stink and reek of death. Many of you, O rebellious spirits, in the garment of flesh we call man, carry the stench of disbelief, and the smell of death follows you everywhere you go. So I care not what you believe. I only come to plant the seed. Punishment and sickness shall cover the land. Doctrines and Covenants, 45 and 31. There shall be man standing in that generation, 2021 to 2027, the 7-year Passover, the ending of the time, that ending of the cycle. But the cycle cannot and shall not pass until that great and dreadful day of punishment and severity, when all must attest for the laws which have been broken, famine, plagues, the sun's radiation, wars. They all play their individual role of justice for all lawbreakers. Those who do not have the garment of light or gold over the corruptible body, they will succumb to the radiation of the primal fire, the igneous simplex, through the sun. Like alchemy, what cannot stay fixed in fire will retreat and die. One major reason for this corruptible body is simply not changing what you eat. To put gold and silver quality in the body versus other corruptible metals, this is what allows man to withstand the fire the Bible speaks of. That fire is also in the form of a desolating sickness that shall cover the land. Earthquakes, tsunamis, and wars shall be on the land. Doctrines and Covenants, 45 and 33. There shall be earthquakes in diverse places, particularly under the ocean. There will be earthquakes the likes man have never seen before. Some he won't be able to track with his precious machines. The people will ask him, How could you have not seen this coming? But as you might have noticed, those who you consider scholarly, educated, they have no answer for these unforeseen events. Volcanoes will erupt from places with no record of such activity. The animals are fixed in nature, so they will know and change patterns and location, sensing the change of the times. But the signs will be there, as promised by the Lord Thoth Melchizedek, to implore man to retreat from the lawless ways and seek God and truth, which is the law. But man will still harden their hearts against the Lord, and they will make war with one another and kill one another. The righteous shall be protected in holy places, while the wicked shall curse God and die. Doctrines and Covenants 45 and 32. But my disciples shall stand in holy places, the Lord's safe place for the righteous. Some will move to the south before the time. Some will remember the messages like this, instructions they will follow and get to safety later. Remember, there will be no hail in Goshen. Always remember the Lord loves you and has given you the end in the beginning. But on the other hand, evil also has an idea of what is to come and will create a corroded version of it to fool you. The Lord informs the righteous that he has a safe place. The wicked leaders, some ignorant of the time, some ambitious, some seeking to extend the time of rulership, an extension not approved by the Lord. They will profess safety also for those who belong to them. He seeks to build a dome over the United States for his people, because the archons always want to duplicate or be a reflection of the true order and what is known to be righteous. But the defiled, the grotesque, and the corrupted can only create those things which are temporal, gross, and corruptible as themselves. They will always seek to duplicate, though at a much lesser quality. But now the order for the righteous is to get the body of light. And when the signs of the calamities, rumors of war, proxy wars, rumors of unknown aliens are also prevalent among men, funneled by darkness to your TVs, your social media, you are to be a stranger. The righteous shall not be moved. But among the wicked, men shall lift up their voices to curse God and die. Some will venture to say that I was never warned. Matthew 24 and 7, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines, and pestilences, and earthquakes in diverse places. Luke 21 and 11, and great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines, and pestilences, and fearful sights, and great signs shall there be from heaven. Mark 13 and 8. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be earthquakes in diverse places, and there shall be famines and troubles. These are the beginning of sorrows. Isaiah 42 and 7, to open the blind eyes, to bring out the prisoners from prison, and them that sit in darkness out of the prison house. Isaiah 42 and 16, and I will bring the blind by the way, though they knew not. I will lead them in that path, though they have not known. I will make darkness light before them, the crooked things straight. These things I will do unto them, and will not forsake them. For those of you who seek truth and do it so diligently, it will come. It will come now in Thoth day. Thoth, thought, the mind or the tongue of God. Wisdom and knowledge given to man through the emissary of the Most High God, the Son, the Logos, the blueprint, the mind, the blueprint, the Logos, the return of thought, that connection that will once again give man and woman understanding. Remember, the duty of the order of Melchizedek is to educate the children of men. The disconnect, the darkness, the lack of understanding, the return of light will help everything become more clear. The misdirections, open spaces, and broken angles, these spaces are now filled with influx. And with the law, these broken angles become straight. The blind will see. Those in the prison of ignorance, but strive to seek to know, will be free to see once again. Thoth Melchizedek will not forsake you. He will make darkness into light every step the righteous takes.